How many of you have got on a racetrack and become aware that it's very difficult to get full throttle on these BMW S1000RRs or any superbike for that matter? Generally speaking, the throttle that you've got there is not a race throttle, and what I want to talk about in this video is an option that you've got, which is simply a plug and play device that will turn your throttle into something that is very race relevant. What I've got in my hand here is a standard twist grip or throttle for the BMW S1000RR. Now, the thing about these throttles is it's an electronic device basically. You know, there's a mechanical movement that is converted into electronic signal that allows the engine to do something in terms of putting fuel into the motor. Now, this particular twist grip has a 90-degree rotation, and that means it takes 90 degrees of rotation to go from fully off to full throttle, 100% of throttle. Now, why would you want to replace that? Well, if you're doing track days or you're out there riding and you're a serious rider, you would like to get the most out of yourself and your motorcycle, then we would replace that, because the actual activation of full throttle can be quite difficult when you're moving your body around. When you're trying to get inside the bike, put your head up near your hand, load the front end, it changes the way that your hand interacts with that throttle. And getting full throttle can be a little bit more difficult, and there would be, an endless list of racers out there who look at their telemetry and data from a motorcycle and find out that they're not getting full throttle in certain parts of the track, even though they think they are. So you would replace that with a 60-degree throttle, and basically what a 60-degree throttle is what we've got installed here. This is the Jetprime product. This is exactly the same device that is fitted to the Aprilia MotoGP bikes. I don't know how many other bikes have the Jetprime product, but the 60-degree throttle takes 30 degrees of rotation out of the twist to get full throttle. Now, what that means is when the throttle is fully off, right, it only takes 60 degrees of rotation to go to 100% throttle. And the reason that's important is as you're moving your body there, it's much easier to get full throttle. And heaven forbid you would go out on one of these bikes on a track and not take it to full throttle. That's the whole point, isn't it? So it makes it much easier. Now, we chose this Jetprime product because I just think it's, first of all, one of the most reliable brands that I've used, particularly in their switch configurations. So very reliable switching systems. I figure the reliability will be the same in their throttle body. The other reason I like this particular product is it's simply a plug and play, right? You just unplug the old throttle body. It will have a heater plug on it, the grip heaters, but the new one won't have that. But what it will have is the throttle connection, where you just simply plug in the throttle wires and then screw it onto the bike, fit a grip to it, and then voila, off she goes. It'll work perfectly. So I love it. Now, one final thing about it is, what's it like to ride? Does it make it overly sensitive? Is one of the comments that you will hear with people or questions. Well, I didn't find it to be the case, right? That 30-degree less rotation, I found, it only took a few moments to get used to it. For 10 degrees of rotation for each throttle, you're going to definitely get more response from the motorcycle. But remember, as you're rolling it on, you're getting immediate feedback from the motorcycle. So it's very easy to, control that movement and based on the feedback you're getting. I quite liked it and found it very easy to adjust to, and I didn't find it overly sensitive. But most importantly, it's going to be much easier to get full throttle out on the track, which is ultimately the intention here. So there you go. Give it a try if you're interested in a quick response throttle or a shorter rotation throttle. Go and have a look at the Jetprime product. I think you'll be pretty satisfied if you do.